Welcome, Vintage Gamers, to Wednesday Night Vintage League. We are doing more testing for the showcase this weekend. Here I have a bit of a brew, a take on, fair quote-unquote Oath, Maharu style per se, but not the counter-heavy blue, red, green version. I typically, when I play Oath, I really like to play black as the splash color. I think that Vampiric and Demonic Tutor have a ton of value inside of the Oath shell. And so I am going to play a kind of, similar vein to my Deed Oaths in the past, and it's a fair bug Oath deck. I am playing a couple cards that look a little odd, because I think they are just strong in the metagame, and those would be Null Rod, Dress Down, and Spell Pierce. I think Spell Pierce actually has a lot of value right now with the shares of Initiative and the high share of Jewel Shops. Both of those decks also lend towards Null Rod. So we're trying out main deck Null Rods. We have a slim artifact package, just the on-color accelerants. Yeah, for the most part, that's the normal stuff. Atraxa, Grizzlebrand as my two targets. As a fair deck, I don't know. I'd like to play two Atraxa, but I think the ability to have two giant monsters in play and have them be different is good. Obviously, they are both legendary, so there are some problems with Caracas, but we do have an Assassin's Trophy and a Strip Mine in the main, so we have answers to Caracas. Anything else? Oh, yes, we're going to try Demonic Consultation tonight because it just seems pretty similar to Doomsday, where you have a 4 of that you're consulting for, and you have two cards you don't want to mill. Now, that could be an idiot's evaluation of the card Demonic Consultation, but yeah, Beseju also answers Krakus, that's true. But I don't know. Theoretically, in my mind, it makes kind of sense if we're looking for tutors for for Oath of Druids. So we're going to try a Demonic Consultation in our Oath deck tonight. The final card we are trying is Tamio's Safekeeping. I was looking for a card that would protect our Oath of Druids from Force of Vigor and Beseju, and this is, I think, the best option. Chat went through a couple different ones. I know I saw Maharu trying out Simic Charm the other day, which has a green-blue bounce a creature or green-blue give permanent you control hexproof. But this also can protect an Atraxa or a Grizzlebrand, so it feels like there is some amount of value there. We are playing a pretty mana-heavy deck because I trimmed on the off-color Moxen. So we have, I think I usually play like 16 lands and off-color Moxen, or sorry, 15 lands, a Strip Mine, and off-color Moxen. Here we're going to play 17 lands and a Strip Mine with two Besejus. So yeah, we have a lot of answers to a lot of different things. Sideboard, I think it sucks when you get your Leyline and your Oath Vigored at the same time, but I think that's just the price of doing business. Bazaar Baghdad is really good right now, and it's really hard to combat it on the stack. And a 0 mana enchantment that comes into play that they can't interact on the stack, and it stops their squeeze from and stops stymies the ability for them to find Force of Vigor. I think it's just a necessary evil. So we are playing Leylines and Tabernacle and Needle. We're going to play the 1 Forest searchable off of our Misty Rainforest. We're going to play the full 4 Nature's Claims. It's not only about shops, it's also about being able to hit Grafdigger's Cage. And then I wanted to play some amount of instant speed removal because there's a good amount of Containment Priest starting to run around with the mono white deck. And then one more piece of interaction for combo. I'm pretty happy with what we put together here. Some of it's a little sus, but some of it, the point of this is to try a bunch of ideas and see what makes sense. So should be a fun Vintage League, and we'll see what happens. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. Okay, here we go. Round 1 against Soul King. I watched some of Soul King's matches playing Blue-White Initiative on the last 3 a.m. challenge, so maybe still on that deck. We'll have to see. Here we've drawn our Oath target. Don't have an Oath of our own. And overall, this hand just doesn't look very good. So I'm going to mulligan. This one has a Tamiyo's safekeeping, so that's how you know it's a good hand. On a serious note, it is a hand we're going to keep with Probe, Flusterstorm, and an island. So let's put the Tamiyo safekeeping away. Basically, I think we're just looking to find an Oath of Druids. We're still making catastrophic missteps. Will I be in June in Italy? Yes, I will be going to the next 4 seasons. All right, show me your hand, Soul King. Oh, they are playing probably Shops, and we found the Oath of Druids, but they have Wasteland Strip Mine. Well. Could use some fetches here. All right, here's the Wasteland. Now, do we cast Brainstorm? Does that really help us? I don't think Brainstorming main does anything. Oh, my opponent is not playing Misstep based on my Cataxian Probe. So. I wasn't sure that I wanted to Brainstorm. Those are pretty good. It's going to be a weird game, though, where I'm not going to have anything. But I'm going to get my Oath in play. And they are not going to be able to play creatures. They do have a Caracas, though, which is annoying. And we just used our Boseiju. And we are dead drawing on our next draw. We might actually have to, like, force Time Vault because we can't beat a Saga unless we draw Null Rod or something. We do have a second Boseiju. We have an Assassin's Trophy, a Boseiju, and a Strip Mine. So we have 3 more answers in our deck to Caracas. They drew a Black Lotus off the top. Okay, I'm kind of hoping they're going to go all in on a Karn with this Black Lotus. Oh, they also drew a Crucible of Worlds, which we also don't want to happen, so. Well, not really the card Saga log, the card Time Vault, but. Okay, so Strip Mine us, I assume? No, we're not going to get Strip Mined anymore. Interesting. All right, well, I'm just drawing through this. But Vampiric Tutor, I don't actually think we're in trouble. You think we're in trouble from here? We have Vampiric Tutor. We draw a land, and we can vamp for an answer. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Opponent. Opponent. I have an Oath of Druids in play. Well, we have either an Atraxa trigger or 14 cards to find our Strip Mine, so I'm pretty happy here. What if I had a Sarah's Emissary? Uh-oh. So let's see. No Null Rods left in our deck. The Strip Mine is still in our deck. Draw for turn. Time Walk. That's got to be good enough too. We can, doesn't matter. Everything we do wins the game. I have Vamp for Strip Mine for the Caracas. I have an in-play Grizzlebrand and an in-play Atraxa. Nothing really matters. Okay. If I was my opponent, I would not play the creature into my active Oath of Druids, if I had to guess. All right, we're gonna bring in 4 nature's claims and the snow-covered forest, and then probably gonna bring in the needle as well as an additional Caracas answer, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. And then I don't think we have any need for a Tamio's safekeep. I guess we could protect our land from wasteland. We don't know for a, yeah, they have Crucible, so I actually don't think we want Null Rod. We might want Mindbreak Trap on the draw. We don't want Flusterstorm. We don't want Mental Misstep. I think it's fine to keep in Dress Down. I like all of our tutors. Probably don't need Probe. So I don't know about Samio's safekeeping here. Probably just Wasteland is not good enough. Pierce is a little bit of a stretch on. I mean, it's not worse than any of these cards, right? I think Pierce is fine. This matchup looks pretty good, if I had to guess. Let's try this. Woo! Thanks, Kiki Jiki. I mean, this looks fine. I don't think this is like a best hand, but seems fine. We almost played Loam in this deck tonight, actually. We were very close to playing Loam and Wastelands. I chose not to, though. Uh-oh. 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 We're dead. No, we're not dead. We got games here. We can go Orchard, Jet, and then our next turn we have Besageu's and Claims. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Probably. That's a really good draw, though. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to you. Oh no, there's too much action. You have more things? Oh, oh no. All right. So if we Besageu the Lodestone Golem. And then, God, we have so many spirits. Okay, I think it's still beatable. I guess maybe we're supposed to just Nature's Claim the Lodestone Golem. Please don't play an Ancient Tomb, for the love of God. I don't need an Ancient Tomb in my life. Oh, that's worse. Never mind. I should have said Wasteland. Okay. So it's better to claim. Oh, I can't claim the Lodestone Golem. It costs 4. We're just completely doomed. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's bad. You don't have a 3rd sphere, do you? All right. Okay. All right. I concede. I concede. I concede. I bow down to your power. I think that was a winnable game if I kept the hand that had force. That might be one of the single best chop straws I've ever seen in my entire life. It might be one of the best. It's fine. Oh baby. Are we doing it? Oh, this is a test. This is the test. I think we're not gonna play it. I think we're gonna go Underground Sea Lotus Go, right? I guess Demonic also gets the 4 of Orchard. I don't know. It kind of seems good to me. I guess we could just lead Tropical Island, too. That way we can play Claim. I mean, we could just consult and play an Oath. Right, right. We're currently just using it as a 4 of tutor. I don't know if it's good, but it seems like it fits the bill. It's the same. It's the same as everything else. I think I'm gonna actually play Tropical Island and hold open Trap Claim. Like we have 2 things we don't want to hit. Oh, Wasteland, huh? Okay. All right. So all we want to see is like a Forbidden Orchard. That way we can go consulting. That's not bad. Come on, play a Revoker again. Uh-huh. That's it? What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna consult for Oath. All right, chat. How good is this? Survey says. Ooh. Oh, I lost Grizzlebrand. And Atraxa. I lost both of them. It didn't lag, so I thought it wasn't bad. What? This isn't supposed to happen. We lost all 3 Oko. No, we lost all 3 Okos. We lost every single card that does anything. That's it. We lost the game. We played 1 black mana and we lost all 5 of our threats. It can't possibly have gone worse than that. What is the likelihood? What is the likelihood of this? All right. Well, let's try this again. I think we're somewhere between 0.4 and 0.8% to lose all 5 of our threats in that game. So it's true. I am the most unlucky player to ever play the game. Ooh, this hand is so close to being good. If only Tamio's safekeeping was any other, like a Mox. A Mox would be great here. Can I just keep this hand? I can't get Wastelanded. I have Tamio's safekeeping. I can probably just keep this hand and draw a land, right? We have how many lands in our deck? We have 17 lands and 4 Moxen, so 21 out of 53. That's not great. I think this is worth it, though. Like, I have a Force of Will. I have an Oath of Druids. I can't get Wastelanded. This is probably a keep. We're never drawing a land. There's no chance we ever draw a land in this game. Yeah, GG's Soul King. I was watching your stream the other night, man, at the 3 a.m. challenge. Thanks for that. Ugh. All right, come on, baby. Can I hit a can I hit a mana? Can I hit a mana? Isn't it like worse than that though, Ari? I think it's worse than that. Okay, that's technically could be a mana. Maybe we'll hit the Black Lotus off of this. All right, I will put this to there and this to here and put it on play. All right, we're progressing. We're progressing. Hey, maybe there's a reason no one plays Demonic Consultation in Oath. How would I know? I'm still... I knew that would happen, but... Man. No. Joanne is never going to do that to us. Okay, so I think we're supposed to force this, and then if they force back, we can play Null Rod, right? It's worse for us if we battle on our turn because of negation. And we can still draw a blue card to protect our card as well. Well, we can have more, they can have more things, right? They can have negations and stuff. And our Oath doesn't win the game, where their Time Vault actually does win the game. I could always play Null Rod this turn instead of playing Oath. Oh, now we're gonna play Oath. I mean, it might be tight plays, or it might just be me getting lucky. It's always hard to tell, you know? So they did have force backup, and we also have force backup. Do they have double force? If they have double force, I would think they would probably have gone to protect their Time Vault kill. I mean, we're not, you know, out of the water here. My opponent can get a Black Lotus off of this Urza Saga and, I don't know, hard cast the Citadel or Tinker, or, you know, there's a lot of ways we can die here. Like, it's possible that I'm supposed to play this game differently. I could, instead of, like, go for Null Rod instead of going for Oath, right? I don't know. It's probably... It might even be better. It might even be better to go for Protected Null Rod than going for Oath here. Because this opens me up to losing, where I don't think it's possible for me to lose like immediately if I played a Null Rod. So maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just supposed to go for Protected Null Rod over Protected Oath. To Fairy Bounce. No, the Tamiyo's safekeeping. I guess. They would have given it hexproof. We would have responded and gave it hexproof per turn. Sad day. Now we can't use the Tamiyo safekeeping because there's a fairy. I mean, I think this Oath is still probably resolving unless they play a Spell Pierce. Or a Drew of Force, I guess. Game's pretty bad for us if they did do any of those two things. All right, so how can this go badly? Still Tinker, it looks like. It's just Tinker. Like, I really want to get an Atraxa or Grizzlebrand and then play a Null Rod. I guess I don't have a lot of counterplay to Teferi itself, but... Okay, Mana Crypt. They can PO. Mentor, okay. And what? And Ancestral. Okay. Atraxa here looks better than Grizzlebrand because of Vigilance. Maybe not, though. Maybe draw 14. Oh, my God. They hit an Academy? Academy? Okay. Time Walk, kill me. Any Time Walks killed me? Top? Uh-oh. This is a little scary. This Oath is going to have to do some heavy lifting here. The No Rod could save our game, though. It's possible. I think this game is still possible. Yeah, it's the one land's fault, for sure. For sure. We don't get to double draw with Grizzlebrand if we draw Grizzlebrand. I think Atraxa would be better as it guarantees us a land and a force. Well, I guess a force doesn't do anything. Okay, we have an Oath of Druids trigger. Survey says. Okay, so we didn't hit the Gaia's Blessing, and we hit the Grizzlebrand, and we lost. Time Walk is still available. So, draw for turn. I guess we have Vampiric gone. We don't play Yagwil, we're playing Gaia's Blessing. So, can I draw cards? I hate Grizzlebrand, man. Just give me Atraxa. I don't think we're allowed to draw cards here, right? No, we could preordain and maybe find Time Walk. I don't think the one creature is going to matter. Oh, they have Mental Misstep. Okay. What are the odds of living? I mean, with a Null Rod in play, I don't think they're that bad. Because we're at pseudo 19, and we would take 3, 6, plus however many spells they can. I don't think that's a bad amount. I mean, we're like really likely to draw our Atraxa or our Gaia's Blessing if we activate Grizzlebrand, so I think it's kind of forced. But the main deck No Rod, maybe it's good enough. Let's try. I got the oof out of Joanne. All right, well, let's see what happens. I'm F6. They have a Teferi. Obviously, they get to play a Sensei's Top, which costs 0 mana. That triggers everything once, and then it depends on... I mean, they shouldn't have drawn anything new, right? So... it should be all the same cards they had in their hand after the Ancestral Recall, because they activated Top and drew Mental Misstep. What is this? Paying cost? Is that Tinker? No, maybe it's a Delve spell? Hopefully it's not a PO. Is that enough? Well, the Mentor is still not big enough. They like force their own card. Oh, they can have oh god. Oh. That was the worst possible outcome after, like, I null rodded them, but obviously they have Academy, so it's not the best null rod. 15, 19. I'm exactly dead already, so. Wow. That's like really impressive through a null rod, but Academy does allow for this. My opponent cast a lot of their very good cards here. That is a sad turn of events. I really needed to hit Atraxa, not Grizzlebrand, probably. -4. So these are the 7 cards I would have drawn. I probably would not have cast Preordain first, so we would have drawn these 7 cards, cast Ancestral Recall, had it get Mental Missteps. We would force back. We would draw 3 more cards. And then I would cast Ponder and hit the time walk. Oh, no forcing. They have Teferi. You're right. We would just get ranched on the Ancestral. Okay. Kind of funny we would actually hit the time walk on the absolute last card if we could force back. Okay, so my opponent is playing Pio. Of course they are. One of the more powerful Pio wizards. I think we're going to go with another Mind Break Trap and maybe consider taking out like Tameo and Island and maybe bringing in some amount of Nature's Claims. We had the main deck Null Rods here, which are quite good. I still think you want Dress down for Saga Token. It's not amazing, but it's fine. I'm not really sure if you need like a ton of Nature's Claims here. Like all our cards are kind of built to beat their deck as it is, so probably we can just resubmit with the same cards. Just like 1 land and a Tameo out for Nature's Claim and a Mind Break Trap. Tabernacle? No. You don't bring in Tabernacle to fight creatures. You bring in Tabernacle to fight Bazaar of Baghdad. Mentor, like they're gonna be able to pay for all their mentor things, and they're gonna kill you with the mentor anyways. So Tabernacle doesn't really do anything against that. Yeah, this seems fine. I do like Null Rod a lot against Pio, so. So far, okay for main deck Null Rods. 2 matchups where they were passable. Obviously, we boarded them out against the Prison Shops deck, but even if we had hit them in game 1, they're not like doing nothing. Okay. And pass. I think I'm in the business of slamming a Null Rod here. Now I actually have a lot of game involving Brainstorm. So I think I'm going to pass and try to play a little bit more reserved. We've got pretty clean answer to Saga right now. We've got a not the best counter magic. Obviously, a Flusterstorm is usually better here. Okay, Island. See what they do with their stuff. Actually, the Spell Pierce does counter to Fairy, which is something worthwhile. And Narset. I think I am going to lead on Brainstorm still, just in case. Oath? Wow. Whew. I think I like Spell Piercing Narset, playing a Null Rod, and Strip Mining. Their black source. So I think we're gonna get rid of Forbidden Orchard Preordain. I don't have to Spell Pierce the Narset, but I still think I want to. And a second Null Rod is only good if my opponent has a counter for the first, but I think that's reasonable. I think it's like the best card in the matchup, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Spell Pierce is better than Flusterstorm here because it can actually counter an Narset. I think I'd be more happy countering Teferi, but I mean, our pointed things have been pretty nice. The Spell Pierce, the Null Rod, even the Tamiyo's thing, like we didn't end up doing anything with the Tamiyo's thing, but there was like reasonable case to be made for them. Force. All right, so I think I'm just gonna jam a Null Rod here. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit their black source. Bug was never a super strong deck, and I kind of feel like it's a bit underpowered. Oh, there's the immediate Saga, but they are under a Null Rod. So blue card's our best draw, probably. Fetch. All right, well, they will have to have drawn a force off the top to stop this, because they didn't counter Null Rod, and they almost certainly would have countered Null Rod. Okay. So this is a pretty good spot. Have a Null Rod, have an Oath of Druids, have ability to give them creature. This is, what is this? A dress down? A Hurkyl's Recall? Wow. They must have no other answers to Null Rod in their 75. They have a Teferi. They care enough to leave in Hurkyl's Recall? Interesting. It's very odd, but paying off for them here. I don't actually think Buck has a problem with Saga decks, Raphael. That seems like nonsense to me. Joe also told me Jeskai isn't good against Blue-White Saga, or Blue-White Initiative Saga, and I just don't understand. Is this Karn? This is PO. Okay. It was only PO for 2. It was on Color Moxen, though. Fuck, man. We are dead. Ah, wow. We are getting bullied tonight. Ah, that was a crazy good Hurkyl's. Did not expect that. I mean, I think Bug has a bug problem. The Bug deck is just not very strong. It doesn't do powerful things. Being on the controlling side in Vintage is like a fool's errand, right? We're super dead. Holy hell. Wow. Hardcast Citadel? Demonic. Tinker? I mean, Prison Shops also has a power level problem. Yeah, their Yagwell looks pretty winning too. Ancestral and Yagwell? I don't think I'd go Ancestral there over Yagwell. You have Demonic PO, Time Walk, Lotus, Saga, and Narset. Ancestral over Yagwell doesn't make sense to me there. Oh, they found Tinker, though? Okay. I mean, even Tinker, you could just demonic Tinker. Maybe they already drew Ancestral. I can't imagine they would demonic Ancestral if they have Yagwell or Tinker in their deck, right? Wait, what? Did they just Tinker out a Mana Vault? What is happening? Oh. My opponent misclicked, is what they said. Oh my god, if we draw Grizzlebrand and lose the Hold Breacher, I'm never gonna register Grizzlebrand ever again. Grizzlebrand has done me dirty so many times. What a useless magic card. Never again. I still think we're probably winning this game for what it's worth. But we shouldn't have won this game. My opponent just misclicked on their Citadel, I assume. All right, now we can get the good card, Atraxa. I missed on my Gaia's Blessing. I would like Force of Will, Oath of Druids, Underground Sea, Oko, Preordain. God, I love this card. And then I'm going to vamp for Time Walk. I guess I could technically go for Oko on the Hold Breacher and draw cards first. It's probably better because of... Well, it's not better. Because I can't actually cast Time Walk after that. So I could get, like, Flusterstormed here, but I think that's fine. Okay. I clicked Mindbreak Trap instead of Force of Will. Well, one misclick for one misclick. Interesting. So now we have to consider Hurkyl's Recall as an answer to Null Rod. I was thinking just Teferi would be the answer to Null Rod. Side out the Grizzlebrand. That's not how this works. Oh no, not this hand. I think this hand is not good enough. We're playing against PO. We don't have the requisite mana. We don't have a Force of Will. We have two cards I would consider kind of bad. I think I'm just gonna mulligan this hand. This hand is much better. Saga Gaming. We even have the ability to turn a creature in play with Oko. This is a good start. Next turn, we can go Oko, turn their Mana Vault into a creature, forcing them to turn on Oath. I wonder if they have a Cage in their deck. Kind of doubt it. PO and Cage is not exactly a combination. I will force their activation here. They should be able to kill my Oko, but it's good enough for me. They're going to PO in response. Wow. All right, we'll just force it. And they can still get a mana rock off of this and maybe PO again after attacking me. I should probably fetch in case I get Needle or something. It's fine. Okay, F6. Oh, PO, sure. Wait, what'd they get off their Saga? Oh, Mana Crypt. Makes sense. All right, well, I currently can't give them a creature without them playing a Moxen or me drawing Forbidden Orchard. So I would consider myself to not be the favorite in this game. My opponent can hold mana rocks and then go for a combo kill in one turn. And all I can do is use my draw spells and tutors to find Forbidden Orchard. Maybe we'll draw Demonic Consultation. That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun, chat? Don't you think that would be a grand old time? All right, Preordain into Preordain. I can get flustered here. I think that's fine. Hey. Hey. That's very nice of you. All right. Now my opponent has to combo off this turn, probably. Right. I think that's still fairly likely. You have a mana crypt and a mana vault. They only have 2 POs, which is good for us, but I still think it's fairly likely. Demonic, Tinker. Yeah, looks good. This is the spot where flipping Grizzlebrand is better. Agree. It depends on if they hit a Hull Breacher off of their Citadel, but yes. Kind of need them to brick on this Citadel here. Only I brick on Citadel. They have Sagas in their deck. They have to brick on Saga. Come on. That's a lot of Moxen off the top. It's only fair. They can just PO everything back to their hand or something. Looks really bad. They have 4 unknowns and a mana crypt and then a top of their library. Ooh, did they hit Saga? Saga, I asked them. Saga question mark. Yeah, we have null rods, and we get to turn their Citadel into an elk. There was a bunch of cards I wanted in the graveyard, so I put the cards back first. I think that's an ordering I can do. We drew Time Walk, Force of Will, Beseiju. Those are probably the correct answers. Maybe the correct answer is Negation over Force of Will. Okay. Sorcery, instant land. I probably was supposed to do this before... I was probably supposed to do this before I cast Time Walk in case they were stuck on a Fluster or something on top. They're going to Hercules everything back to their hand. Sure. I think that's fine. My opponent has confirmed the card they bricked on the top of their library was an Urza's Saga. Thinking face. Do this before I draw. I'm trying to find a Null Rod off of my Grizzlebrand. Demonic Tutor Null Rod. Well, if I find a Gaia's Blessing, I can theoretically Gaia's Blessing my Time Walk into my deck and then Demonic Tutor it. So I probably would activate Grizzlebrand one more time here, at least. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a miss. I could go to 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I would find the Null Rod. Okay. So I wouldn't find the Gaia's Blessing? Or, wait, did I use the Gaia's Blessing? Does that mean it's gone? How does the Gaia's Blessing work? How does that card work? Yeah, you just shuffle it in, so you can just keep using it. So I just missed on it. It's probably fine, though. Yep. Wow. That's kind of nuts. Okay, 3. Sure. Or yeah, I mean, misclicking a Mana Vault, sure. Also not advisable. Show me your secrets. I kind of figured that was the case. My opponent is typically on shops. Workshop, Mana Vault, Sphere. I think I'm going to go and get a Spell Pierce. I don't think they're going to Corpse Core to me, and I have a basic in my deck anyways. I think we'll just go with Spell Pierce to start here. So the question will be, what are we Spell Piercing? And will we have enough mana to Spell Pierce, I guess? Because if they go Workshop, Mana Vault, and I Spell Pierce the Mana Vault, then they just play Sphere, and I think we're losing. But if they go Workshop, Mana Vault, and then play Sphere, I can't actually pay for anything. But if they go Sphere, they can just pay. So actually, this is just a terrible idea, and I was supposed to preordain. Because I have to pierce this. That's frustrating. I made a mistake there. I should have just done a cantrip. I had to miscalculate it on the mana that I needed here. I can't. I can't. They will have enough mana to pay. They have a Mana Vault and a Mana Vault key. Oh, this game's over. I threw it on turn 1. I had a cantrip. I mean, maybe I can hope and pray they miss sequence. I guess that's fine. I really hate playing to that kind of thing. but maybe that would have been better. Even if they didn't have a key, if they simply played Sphere off of the workshop mana, I would lose. But I guess they would probably play Nettlesis first. Yeah, maybe I would. I'm just supposed to play around. I'm just supposed to play like in a way where my opponent makes a mistake. Yeah, I probably am. I'm probably just supposed to hope that but they can't though, because they play key next, and then they play Nettlecyst, and then they untap and play Sphere with 2 mana up, right? I think the end all be all is I needed a cantrip on my first turn there. Well, I don't really care about a tap vol. I care about them paying for things. So we're actually going to play against another Prison Shops player. That's highly unusual. Okay, thank you, Jarvis. I appreciate that. Jarvis is always here for me. I'm going to leave Tamio's safekeeping in this time. I think I'm just going to take out a cantrip. Man, these hands are just so anemic. Like, I think this is a keep, right? I can, like, fetch basic island and preordain. Or am I even supposed to fetch basic island when we've seen Ghost Quarter? Nature's Claim, Spell Pierce. I think Spell Pierce will be too late. Claim is probably fine. Another Mana Vault hand. Maybe this hand is just a mulligan. Sure. Trinisphere. I was joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. Man. Fuck. Okay. All right. It was a joke. Choking is bad. Never. Every time today that I've said the worst thing that could possibly happen, the worst thing has possibly happened. Little doomed. Little bit doomed. I'm telling you, Zajad, Chomp's best deck in the format. All right. So if we draw running lands for the rest of the game, things are okay. Play an Oko. Oh, we can't play an Oko. I mean, we can play an Oko, but all right, we got a land. Okay, so there is a wasteland in play. What if we bait the Tamio's safekeeping? and then we I don't know. What is the best play here? We have claim up. I think we're Tamio's safekeeping this turn, assuming my opponent wastelands me. I see you, opponent. But I have the answer. I think I'm just going to get double trop. No. I have hexproof. And indestructible. Got him. Wrecked. And we gain 2 life. That's nice. What now, opponent? That is a hexproof and indestructible island. Oh, no land drop. Ooh, it's so free. If they miss on a wasteland, we just nature's claim in our upkeep. Oh. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a workshop. Uh-oh. Is it no longer free? Has the freedom gone? What about the freedom? All right, there's still freedom. Woo, let's go. Time walk is in the yard. Let's go back in. Get the land drop. Doesn't really matter what we do. Can't cast any spells. If I didn't hit the land drop, I would draw to hit the land drop because my opponent is going to be wastelanding me every turn. What is this? What is this? Is this a Golos? Is this a Golos for a Caracas? Then we can demonic for strip mine. Oh, we can't demonic for strip mine. We can demonic for... We can't. We're gonna have to draw it. Chalice on 1. Okay. 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 I guess I don't get an Atraxa here. Maybe we should have drawn with Grizzlebrand to find a Forbidden Orchard. I do regret things now. Okay. Yeah, I think I should have drawn with Grizzlebrand so that I could play a Forbidden Orchard. I didn't draw a Force, which is interesting. Oko, Preordain, Ponder. I don't think there's any way I can lose now unless they top deck Caracas, in which case it just takes an extra turn to win. Okay. Okay. Cool. Awesome. That was actually a really, really powerful Tamio's safekeeping, and I wish I had taken a screenshot. It was actually game winning. If we had not had Tamio's safekeeping, would we have won that game? I don't think so. I think the answer to that question is no. I believe Tamio's safekeeping won us the game. Kind of hype. This hand looks like it's keepable. This hand has some weaknesses, but it looks keepable. Is Stifle just better than? No, because Tamio's safekeeping beats Force of Vigor. We've been over this. You were there, hashtag. What happened? We talked about this. He wasn't there? Okay, fair enough. I guess I can't blame you then. Okay, what do we got, opponent? A third Mana Vault hand. All right. Fair enough. Ooh, all right, you got me. Pass. Ooh, that's a good draw. All right, so if I were to go Jet, Lotus, Demonic, I could do that, right? Is that better than other options? I feel like it is, right? It's a permanent. It targets a permanent, and it gives a permanent hexproof and indestructible, and you gain 2 life. So the idea was I was looking for a card against Vigor and Beseiju. And it also protects my lands from Wasteland, which is kind of sweet. It also protects my creatures from Swords to Plowshares, which is also sweet. This play that I just made is like kind of weak to Wasteland, but I think it's fine. If my opponent doesn't have Wasteland here and they don't have like Cage immediately, it's really bad for them. If they have Wasteland, it's definitely better because then I have to like preordain, but it's not like we have no plays. Ghost Quarter. I am prepared for Ghost Quarter. I appreciate the attempt though. Maybe I'm supposed to get. Maybe I'm supposed to get a forest in case they have like Wasteland Cage here or something. I don't know. 6 mana, 7 mana. Golos, Caracas, I assume. So we will have to find an answer to Caracas, which we do have in our deck, and we have 14 draws to do it, or 15 draws, I should say. Okay, we have to put this back. I will do it in my... I'm going to activate my Grizzlebrand in my upkeep because I can draw a Vampiric Tutor. So I'm going to activate Grizzlebrand before I draw. Demonic Tutor Strip Mine is good enough unless they have... Crucible, but we could counter it. So this should just be good enough. So I can go... What if I just claim first? Is that better? Might just be better to do that. Save myself some mana. I did draw the Blessing now. Can we just DT for Time Walk? We can, but is that really good here? I don't know. We can't like DT for Time Walk and hold our Lotus to let us cast Atraxa, which would be nice. And DT is currently our only way to find... I guess we can draw a bunch more cards. Maybe... It's fine. We have so many answers to Caracas in our deck. I think it's fine. Yeah, so let's... This is fine. DT... Time Walk. Time Walk. And I used the wrong mana, huh? Strip Mine, Caracas. This is still fine. Yo, what up? Don't need an oath. Don't need a guy's blessing. Don't need mind break trap. Could I vamp for something? Is there something worth vamping for? I'm not even sure what's worth vamping for. It's fine. Don't want to activate this oath. Draw. Draw. Sure. Attack. I mean, I don't know what we're dying to anymore. I guess we can take a hit here. Just leave everything up. We actually can't hard cast the well, we can, yeah. We're almost at hard cast attraction. You're right. We have Forbidden Orchard. I could obviously besage you the Saga, but it doesn't really seem necessary. Bajuka Bog. Sure. I might just besage you the Saga anyway, so that can't get something bad. How far off am I from Atraxa? Another land drop? Oh, I was supposed to respond to that. Does that kill me? I was supposed to respond to the... So they can't make a construct here. Like, really bad for me. It's a big construct. Where's my brainstorm? Ah, I should have vamped for brainstorm. That's what I should have done. I knew there was something. I should have vamped for brainstorm. If I had vamped for brainstorm, I could put it back in my deck and get the Atraxa. Ooh, Tamio's safekeeping. That's 2 life, you know? And then we can hard cast Atraxa next turn anyways. So I think I think the game is over. They don't even have enough life to enough damage here to kill me. And I have a dress down now, so I definitely didn't play the game out after Grizzlebrand the best of my ability. There were definitely optimizations to be made there. Boop. Sure, I have a dress down in play. All right. Respect. Maybe we can get them with the Mana Vault or the Mana Crypt here. I'm not even going to bother playing the Atraxa. Just going to go pass with everything up and the lethal things on the stack here. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, here we are, round 4 of our Vintage League. We're up against Judan, who said they went 5-0 with my latest PO list, so I assume they're on PO. This hand is fantastic against everyone, but it's also amazing against PO. We should have a little hummus. They should give us... So much pita chips. Mmm. I don't think I want to force that. Now they know my hand. What? Just make a mess. It's fine. I'll clean it up.
Guess you're not touching any magic cards.
Mm-hmm. It's Doomsday. I guess it could be Doomsday. I still think I'm going to jam Null Rod, though. I think it just makes the most sense. I guess if they... I don't think they... No, it's not Doomsday. It's PO. Okay. Why your foot? Thank you. Teferi? Sure hope they don't have a Forcible. No, they don't have a Forcible. That's good. I rank that as good for my perspective, or good for my prospects. That's the one I was looking for. They shouldn't have any more main deck answers if they're on my latest PO list, so they should be null rotted out of this game. I think we're just gonna crush them. Well, they were saying in chat earlier, Sumo, that they 5-0'd with my PO deck, so why not jam mode? So this happened earlier today. If you play Oath and pass the turn against PO, you have a good chance of losing the game. Whereas if we play Null Rod and pass the turn with PO against PO, we don't have a good chance of losing the game, and then we can play Oath afterwards. Oath has got Suspend, win the game on it. We learned our lesson from earlier in the stream where we played an Oath instead of a Null Rod and died. Dying bad. Okay, Monastery Mentor. All right, I'm looking for... I don't know. They're both going to be good here, but Atrax is probably better with Vigilance. Is there a Time Walk in the Yard? There is, so we were going to do Gaia's Blessing first. And then we're going to hit Ancestral Consult. So take Oath. We'll take Oko. We'll take Underground Sea. And we'll take Force, I would assume. Is there a sorcery? I guess technically Gaia's Blessing is a sorcery, but I'm going to put that back in my deck. And then I'm probably shuffling. Will I just Oko this Mentor? Yeah, that probably is good. We kind of just ran our opponent over here. I like that. Thanks for feeding me. I did have food, but I don't really have a lot of food left for you. I think there's like only a little bit left. All right. Game 2. So we know they're on PO. We're going to board the same as we did against Juan. So we're going to bring in the Mindbreak Trap and a Nature's Claim. And we're going to take out the Tamio's Safekeeping and the Island. Yeah, I mean, my opponent Ancestraled and saw my hand, but their hand was just not as good as my hand. My hand was just better. Stop dropping chips, she says. Seems challenging. Which side is better to open from the top?
Yeah, that one.
Because it'll leak if you do the other one.
Yeah, they like, I reckon they roll the foil up into the wraps.
Oh, I outlasted the Doom Wake tonight. What is up, Devin? Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. We're playing some Vintage. We're currently in round 4 of our league with Oath. Oh, that's the good stuff. Hmm. They make really good ones. Big old gyro. All the above.
No.
Not all the above. You have a strong opinion.
None of the above.
None of the above.
It's pronounced hero.
Hero. All right, whatever.
By the people who made it.
Yeah. When I was there the last time with you, they said gyro, didn't they?
One guy walked up, ordered a gyro,
Yeah.
and they said,
They got mad.
"You want a hero?"
Oh, okay. Says a force. Probably just gonna keep it. Wait, what I mulligan? Oh no, 7 cards. Yeah, Uro. Nice. Oh, I could probably board out Assassin's Trophy in this matchup as well. Okay. I think the answer here is just Preordain. My opponent might have Flusterstorm. I don't think running Demonic into Flusterstorm makes a lot of sense. I do think keeping 2 forces does make sense, though. We're looking for 2 things. We're looking for an Oath and a way to turn on Oath. In Greece, they're Euros. Maybe we didn't get it from a Greek place.
They were speaking Spanish there.
They were speaking Spanish?
Yeah.
That could just be because America, though.
Yeah. It's not a Spanish.
Is a PO for 2? Teferi. I really just don't want to deal with Teferi. Teferi is like probably their best card in the deck versus me. They have 1 card left. If their last card's Tinker, I get got, but I think that's okay. Just gonna Demonic for Ancestral. Well, likely the way to turn on Oath is the same way to cast Oath, to be fair. Okay. I don't think I want to play into Hardcast Force on their turn here. Also, I can turn on Negation as protection. Even if they have Fluster, I can pay, which they didn't. When they draw Tinker. PO. Narset. Goodbye, Atraxa. You did your job. Tinker after? No. Spell Pierce looks a little sus here. Let's get an Oko going here. I think this might be a turn off the Soul Ring angle. And then we have maybe the ability to actually use our Spell Pierce. And we also turned on an Oath of Druids. And Oko is so broken. I think we'll get rid of their white mana. Oko doesn't care about an elk attacking him. You've seen these rock hard abs? Those take elks for breakfast. That doesn't make sense. I mean, you could have elk for breakfast. Doesn't really feel like a breakfast food, though. Nor a breakfast ab workout. Hey, look. An Oath of Druids. That's nice. All right, I'm just gonna make another food token instead. So my Oko will die here, but I have Oath turned on as long as they don't resolve a PO, and they shouldn't be able to resolve a PO because I have Spell Pierce. Oak breakfast sausage common. Oh, see, I knew that the whole time.
I thought you were saying you were gonna eat Oko.
I was gonna eat Oko.
I heard elk as Oko.
I mean, you'd eat Oko. I'd consider eating Oko. I give it a good thought. Oko is a snack confirmed.
Oh yes.
Are you from North Sweden? Alaska, the Sweden of America. I mean, probably. They said it, not me. Opponent, what do you got for me? Ooh, Ancestral. Okay. That resolves. I count that as bad for me. They had Spell Pierce mana. If only you were Flusterstorm. But I still can beat Tinker and Time Walk, so. And Prismatic Ending. And Fragmentize. I can't beat Fragmentize. Swords your creature. Oh no. That's bad. I didn't think they'd bring in swords, but that's actually good to know because I only have another creature after this. Okay. I really needed Flusterstorm there. I think we're actually unfavored from here on out now. It's kind of bad. Maybe we can preordain into a Forbidden Orchard. Pierce Ancestral was not very good play because they had 2 mana open. It was an okay play. I did consider it. Uh-oh. That's a Citadel. Man, everything has been bad. Yeah, we might lose this game. Spell Pierce not being Flusterstorm quite bad here. Ooh, they had Fluster too. Yeah, but I wasn't really like I don't think you want like swords is not really in the realm of things that I was trying to beat. I was mostly looking to beat Time Walks and Tinkers and stuff, and their PO they can draw. I don't know, Lotus Opal PO or something like that. I don't think like keeping them off white mana is really something that I care about. It's keeping them off a blue spell. That's my evaluation. I didn't think they would have swords after board, to be perfectly honest. And even if I did know they had swords, I'm not sure I would make the play. I would definitely consider it more if I knew they had swords. Yeah, it's been a good stream. I think we had 200 before Doomwake rated too, so pretty nice. It's been a fun night. I think we're dead here, unfortunately. Oh. There's a PO? Okay. That's good enough for me. Well, that was a really sad game. There were definitely things we could have done differently in that game. That's true, chat. If you want to play in the Vintage Showcase this weekend, you need 40 qualifier points. And if you want to play in prelims or LCQs, you also need qualifier points. So I highly recommend signing up for the Vintage Preliminary event in 22 minutes. Oh, look at that. 9 out of 12. That's a good shot. It's a good start for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out Assassin's Trophy and I'm going to bring in Nature's Claim. And I think I'm going to take out Dress Down and bring in Nature's Claim because I know my opponent is on my list and they're not playing Saga. So a couple maybe little optimizations. You're concerned about Ancestral finding a counter? A counter doesn't matter. Am I doing the 9 p.m. prelim? No. I'm doing the hangout with Nick Silv thing. Nice. Uh-oh, chat. It's time. It's time to consult again. Are you ready? Will it be like the first time? My console killed me. You choose a card. You exile your top 6 cards, and then you reveal until you find the card that you named. And then you put that in your hand. I only have 2 creatures in my deck and 3 planeswalkers. So all 5 of them got removed from my deck before I found the card I was tutoring for. I might not consult. I think I'm going to leave open the ability to represent Flusterstorm and hold up a Nature's Claim. You can also consult for Force of Will. I'm going to just draw. I think we're in an okay spot. I don't think we need to consult. Okay, well, now I probably will consult for a land. Do I have any 4 of lands? I was going to consult for a land, is what I was going to consult for. Not consulting Lotus, chat. I think I have Misty's, right? Okay. We're going in. It's the correct play. Oh, they're going to fluster it. Oof, we're safe. What'd you just blip?
Don't eat the paper.
Don't eat the paper? Of course. Why would I ever eat the paper?
It's all in there.
Okay. All right. Demonic Consultation did its job. Thank you, opponent. Saved me from myself. Oh, that's the best possible outcome. It was all a bait the whole time. Oh, so good. Oh, baby. You love to see it. Though, if this Nature's Claim was a dress down, we would have double Force of Will. So, or double Force. So, not ideal. Okay, sure. Why not? Mystical Tutor. What are you going to do with that? Tinker. All right. Do you have Tinker with Force backup? Nope. Didn't have it. It is tempting to negate the vault, but I think it's wrong. Grizzlebrand, Gaia's Blessing. Is there a Time Walk in the yard? There's actually not a Time Walk currently in the yard, but we could draw the Atraxa. I mean, I'm activating this turn, so... am I activating again? I can draw Vamp as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here's my Time Walk. All right, not bad. I think the main deck null rods have looked pretty good. Okay, here we go. 5th and final match of this Vintage League with our testing Oath deck. What do we got? We got Tamio's Safekeeping and a pile of Ponders. Probably a keep. The classic Oath start of crack Black Lotus for blue mana, cast a bunch of Preordains. Not the strongest, unless I hit an Oath. Mindbreak Trap, Fetch Land. Oh, I don't think I want one of those cards. Oh. Oh, well, I mean, we had 6 bad cards on our top of our library. That's not bad, though. I'm going to shuffle all those cards back in that we just bottomed. Oh, wait, I don't have enough mana. It is bad. Okay, never mind. Everything's bad. Okay, I'm bad. I cast too many Preordains before I could Oko. It's okay. This is bad. If an opponent's on Underground Sea deck and we have nothing to show for it. Wow. All right. I think we're dead. Those were really bad Preordains, and then I shuffled all the cards I didn't want back into my deck. And we're playing against Doomsday. That's really bad for me. I mean, I did this one to myself, to be fair. I mean, I didn't really want an Oko against Doomsday either, but I don't think this hand was going to win even if I didn't fetch, but Force pitching Hercule's Recall. Okay, so not Doomsday, but I mean, we're still probably dead. I assume it's like Blue-Black Tinker then. Yeah, Grixis Wheels maybe. Unfortunately, Tamiyo Safekeeping is not going to protect us from a Hull Breacher Wheel. That might. Oh, I don't think Tamiyo Safekeeping is going to be good at all here. Well, they didn't have a Hull Breacher. They're just playing lands and passing, but Demonic Tutor. Yeah, I mean, you got a Demonic Tutor. What am I going to do about it? Nothing. Nada. I mean, we cast a lot of spells on turn 1. What's that? Am I making tea? Tea and mudslides? Okay. Okay. I just can't not stop drawing lands. I'm dying. And what? And now what? Okay, yeah, resolves. That's bad. Okay, all right. We didn't die. Opponent went for the big play. Didn't kill us. All right. And then what? Okay, fair. Sure, why not? I assume our opponent went for like the DT, the Lotus, or the Hull Reacher, whichever part they didn't have. But maybe they have Force of Will. It's gonna stop a lot of my plays, so I kind of don't want this to happen. The next RCQ season. I have no idea. I don't play too many RCQs. I was gonna play one the other day, but then it was on the Vintage Showcase night. Oh my lord. Is it time? Oh my. If I get Pyroblasted, chat, I will be so sad. All right, I will give you 3 Orchard tokens. Can I have an Atraxa? I can have an Atraxa. God, Atraxa is so much better than Grizzlebrand. Hey, look, Grizzlebrand. Okay, so what do I want? I want Oath of Druids, and I want Moxjet, and I want Beseiju. Those are all given. And then I want Preordain, I don't want Grizzlebrand. And do I want Force or do I want Ancestral Recall? Well, I want Force. I don't think we're hardcasting Grizzlebrand. We can just Oath into Grizzlebrand. It seems like a better idea than going shields down. Recall, not exactly effective against the Hull Breacher, to be fair. We did hit blue card Force off of that, which is kind of all we can really ask for. And then we do have the ability to get our Grizzlebrand later, and we can shuffle and stuff, so it's fun. Things are good. All right, opponent is fetching. 2 cards in hand. We've got a Force. We've already proven they don't have a counterspell. So I think we're in a great spot. I don't know what's in their hand, to be perfectly honest with you. Why would they attack with Hull Breacher? Why would they attack with Hull Breacher? Do they have a spell that deals 4 damage? Flame Slash? Dismember? Sure. I have no idea. Here, Dismember? Dismember. Okay, cool. I don't know. I think that's just fine. They're still trading. I'm still gaining life. And now I can draw cards again. And I still have an Oath of Druids coming. So, I mean, I think this cements my game even more than not blocking. They have a Force? Weird. Weird. They can't tinker, so I think it's fine to just force back. I don't really think any of these matter at this point in the game, but sure. I guess like Time Walk into Yogwill would kill me. Maybe. I don't know. This is game 1, right? They have a Dismember in their deck game 1. Whoa! There's a brand on the bottom. Okay. I think I just pass. Well, maybe I can just draw cards, actually. I go to 3. I still have Tameo and Trap up. Seems fine. Hey, look, Time Walk. I guess I probably should have strip mined their red source first in case they had a Pyroblast or something. I don't know. Nothing matters. I'm just taking actions at random now. Okay. We knew it was on the bottom from Atraxa. We knew it was randomly on the bottom. We don't know exactly where it was on the bottom. Okay, so my opponent is playing some kind of... I'm done with these. Yeah. Save them for later. So my opponent is playing some kind of Grixis Wheels deck. I think we do want answers to Hull Breacher. I don't think we want a Tameo Safekeeping. I don't think we want an island. We do have a dress down and an Assassin's Trophy, so it's not like we have no answers to Hull Breacher, but I think it makes sense to not just get 1-2 comboed when we can, if we can help it. And then I think I'd like to have a claim in my deck to be able to tutor for, but not more than one claim. But I don't know what I would take out to fit this claim, to be honest. Maybe we don't need a console. I don't think I want more. More than one trap might be good as well. Maybe I'll just play one Dismember. Dismember is probably better than a third Oko. With Hull Breacher being instant speed and everything. Strip Mine, no lands, Oath Hand. Let's try again. Is Null Rod ever a cut? If Null Rod was bad against my opponent's deck, I would cut it. My opponent is playing a Tinker combo deck. I know they didn't play very many artifacts in that game, but trust me. Maybe I needed to board in more Nature's Claims. They have a Grafdigger's Cage. This could be quite challenging. I think the answer is going to have to be like Demonic Oath, Oko, the Cage, but I think I die to the Saga tokens before then. So instead, I'm going to cast Ponder and try to find something stronger. Found the Oath and another answer to Cage. So is there any way I can draw all of these cards? Not really. This is like actually the best possible Ponder I think I've ever seen, because an Oath next turn, and then we actually have the trigger on the stack Besage You the Cage. That is the best possible. I guess I will order the Besage You on top in case they played Thoughtseize. That's pretty amazing, actually. That was definitely the best possible thing that could have happened. Crazy. They have no follow-up Flusterstorm or Pyroblast mana. I really like the look of where we're at now in this game. Unless my opponent has Double Force as their last two cards, or last cards. They might not even counter the Oath because they have a Cage in play. But we have a Besage You, so... Besage You's so good. Besage You is a hell of a card. Alright, so opponent gets like 2 6/6s or something. And then we go to 13 and we get a Grizzlebrand or an Atraxa. Unless they have 2 cages. That would be bad. I guess they could have a Needle on Besage You. Then we'd have to go for the Oko on the cage, and that might not be fast enough. I mean, we could have Nature's Claim, per se, for cage. We didn't board Nature's Claim, but we could have Nature's Claim. See what they choose to do here. They went for Lotus. That makes sense to me, too. But it's going to end really badly for them. Wow. I thought we were in trouble there, but Ponder with the bailout, it looks like. Oh, black mana. Vamp, sure. Is this like Vamp Probe Time Walk? Boseiju might shuffle their vamp if they don't have a probe or something. Time walk. Wait, they vamped and then time walked? So they just already had time walk. All right, well, I'm going to force the time walk. Hopefully they don't have force backup. They don't. Go to my turn. Might shuffle this vamp away. Trigger on the stack. Use the broken land to kill the cage. Will they search for a land? They did, so they shuffled their vampiric away. We get to put an Atraxa into play. And we get Oath. Force. Preordain Null Rod. Done. Off return, Flusterstorm. Hold up, Force Fluster. Yeah, looks good to me. I think that's just going to be game. This deck performed extremely well. Really impressed, actually. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to just play Pio in the showcase and not have to think anymore. I'm getting dismembered again. This time I think we'll just take it. Old Breacher had some other things happening where these constructs don't matter. Yeah, I mean, we drew well, but my opponent's draw was also fairly good. Yeah, we can just go and flip the Grizzlebrand. It was on top. Okay. I don't know. The Tamiyo's wasn't bad. So I didn't hit a land drop. I could technically activate Grizzlebrand, look for Time Walk. It gets Flusterstorm, so I'm not exactly sure how good it is, but it's probably correct. Oh, right. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Just force it. Okay, cool. Did I cast Tamiyo? Yeah, we countered a Wasteland. Not bad. This is a nice little 4-1. And I do think that the main deck Null Rods look like they had utility. And the consult was probably a little sketch. We did die to one of our consults. The other one was a Thoughtseize, though. So, you know, I don't know. Yo, what's up, Carnage? GG. Yeah, it was a fun league, actually. I don't think that like a non-combo Oath deck has to be built with red the way Miharu builds it. Like red and 6 is very good, don't get me wrong, but I'm not convinced Pyroblast is where you want to be right now in the format. So, this list has a lot of promise. There's a lot of cool things going on. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to see more vintage content every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on my YouTube channel, 11 a.m. Eastern, new videos. I will see you then.